I believe I figured out what the connection is between Bonnie and the caution bots and why Bonnie's eyes were glowing when we found him in the Ruin DLC. But why did they shut off when we deactivated all the bots? And Bonnie's glowing eyes looked an awful lot like the bots' eyes, didn't they? Well, here's why. So what are these caution bots? They must be significant considering what we had to do with them to even find Bonnie in the first place. They are robotic wet floor signs that are located all around the Freddy Fazbear Mega Pizzaplex. These caution bots are around the same size as Gregory and are obviously yellow. They possess two glowing eyes and has the caution wet floor sign on the front, also depicting a person falling, but this is actually Glamrock Freddy slipping on a wet surface. This was done to add emphasis and of course tie the FNaF branding into it. Kinda smart. The two circles with tiny holes on it attached to its head appear to serve as ears and speakers. These are important, so more on that in a minute. These caution bots were likely designed with the intent to ward off customers from wet and or slippery areas throughout the Pizzaplex. These are also technically service robots, so it's implied that they actually clean and polish the wet floor to keep the customers safe from slipping and falling. Can't have any lawsuits at Five Nights at Freddy's, am I right? At first glance, these bots only seem to be a background object and do not play any significant role in the game. However, that's not entirely true. In Security Breach, if Gregory shoots a caution bot, it will actually alert and call over a Glamrock animatronic. But you'll notice that when this happens, the caution bot makes no noise. And that's important. Now, this could be because they are programmed to alert the animatronics of their location if something happens, considering there could be an injury if somebody slipped and fell. And like I said, they make no noise, yet can still communicate with the other animatronics. So it seems the caution bots and animatronics are connected through the same programming or whatever you want to call it. Now, in the Ruin DLC, we see a lot of these caution bots that are oddly located in the exact path and direction that we are going. Is this a coincidence? Maybe, but I think it's on purpose. As we all know by now, if we deactivate all the caution bots, a passage opens up in Bonnie Bowl leading us to what's left of Glamrock Bonnie. But before you find him, if you listen closely when near one of these bots, you can hear faint noises of a young child screaming. And like I mentioned before, these caution bots have speakers for ears, so this is how we can hear the screaming. Now, is this specific child significant? I don't think so. I think this audio is of a random child from when the Pizzaplex was open that is just playing on replay. But why would they be randomly replaying a child screaming? That's pretty weird, right? Well, it's to get our attention, of course. And why would they be wanting to get our attention? Because Bonnie is using them to lead us to his animatronic body. This is how they are connected. Bonnie is temporarily living through the caution bots. Remember how I said the bots could communicate with the animatronics? Well, this works both ways, as the animatronics can communicate with the caution bots. After Bonnie's killer left him there alone to die, the caution bots were then sent to clean the location thinking it was just a normal mess. But then we're met with an almost dead Bonnie laying there lifeless instead. Bonnie then decided to use these bots to see if he could get anyone's attention to come and save him. Bonnie is sharing what's left of his consciousness with these bots. This is why his eyes are glowing the same exact way as the caution bots. He is able to use these bots to see using their eyes. Throughout the Ruin DLC, the caution bots watch Cassie intensely as she explores through the Pizzaplex. This is Bonnie's way of watching Cassie and surveying the Pizzaplex, considering his body is no longer of use in Bonnie Bowl. He is sending out distress calls, being these faint sounds of kids screamings, hoping that someone, or specifically Cassie, will notice this and follow these bots in order to lead her to Bonnie's body. Bonnie's death was swept under the rug by the Pizzaplex, so this is his last effort to be discovered and bring light to what happened. Bonnie was using these caution bots in order to get Cassie's attention and to try to lead her to his body so that she might be able to save him. That is how the caution bots and Bonnie are connected. That is why their eyes look the exact same. Although we all know what happens next. If we deactivate all of the final caution bots that are around Bonnie, unfortunately his glowing eyes fade to black, including what was left of his consciousness. Though I do not think that this is the end of Bonnie in this chapter of Security Breach. I mean, first of all, this is Bonnie we're talking about. He's not just gonna disappear for good without an explanation. And considering the Glamrock animatronics do not have human souls trapped in them, their consciousness seems to be that of programming and or artificial intelligence. So if Vanny can corrupt them, it seems anyone or anything could also take control or even restart them back back into a new vessel slash animatronic. Someone could try to get Bonnie back up and running into a new body, and he could reveal what happened to him and who his real killer is. Although I doubt his real killer would let this happen so easily. So I'm sure there is a lot more to the story that we are missing. What do you guys think? Is this the end for Bonnie? Is there even a chance he could come back? I guess we'll have to wait and find out. Let me know what you guys think in the comments. And if you enjoy horror content like this, please subscribe. Thanks for watching.